So Kanye's a genius. I mean,
He's almost too smart.
if you think about it, though, like what did they say that he orchestrated the whole thing to get out of his contract?
Yeah, so that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yep.
I guess I didn't realize it was an unfavorable deal.
Well, it's not an unfavorable deal, but his point is so all these people that make that type of money and are associated with those brands that pay them that money have to do. You've all heard the rumors.
Oh, yeah.
The Pizzagate shit. They have to do the
Some sketchy
the
shit.
Epstein stuff. Like they're like involved. And his point in that was, I was at that point and I got the fuck out of it without losing anything.
Right.
Gotcha. You know, that was like his thing.
Well,
I don't know if that's true. Maybe he is just fucking crazy. But
I think there's
you
a
know?
touch. I mean, you got to have a touch. You can't get to that level without having a touch of insanity.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a scotch.
'Cause you got there's like a not give a fuck
Yeah.
section in somebody's brain.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like doesn't care about
Well, you're
anything.
wired. You're
Yeah.
wired different.
Well, did you see that he did that Super Bowl ad for it was a bullshit ad. He was like in a truck talking about Yeezy.com, whatever. He spent like 19 million or whatever.
Yep.
Made like $400
Yeah.
million off of a $19 million.
Yeah.
Dude's not stupid.
No, he's a
No.
fucking
And
wop genius.
and now he's out of all the contracts, right?
Yep.
And so all of it's his. It's all his shit now.
I will say this: the only reason he was able to do that is because of the way social media is now. 10 years ago, you had to lean on the labels,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it got so out of hand,
Yeah.
you know, because they were manipulating the artists and wanting them to do
Right.
this, and this. Even like rock bands had to meet an expectation in their contract. I think Chevelle was in a certain situation like that with Sony back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And I think they released like 2 greatest hit albums just to hit their quota,
do
just
what
to
they
get
had to do
out
what
of
they
it.
do, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now Kanye was just like, "Fuck you guys," you know, like blah blah blah. They just were like, "Yeah, here we'll release this and this."
Yeah.
we're moving
And then he
on."
does, says a bunch of crazy shit and posts crazy shit. Then he apologizes for it because he's just doing it to get out of
Yeah.
what he's in. And then he's like, all right, now that I did that and I got out of it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry I said these things about whatever or
Yeah.
posted this that's offensive.
I'm not to the point yet where I'm gonna look at it and say like the dude was a genius in what he did there, and it wasn't him going off a deep end.
Right.
But it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. I guess the only question I would have is that like that Adidas deal is the big one because that's where
Right.
most of the money was. Like, was it? I mean, I get what you're saying, and Dustin, in terms of like they have to do some sketchy things in order to be a part of that. But like, that's a lot of money.
Oh,
Man.
that-
That's
that-
a lot of
well,
money,
that just-
dude. I don't know.
In order
I don't know.
in order to get behind what I'm saying is you would have to agree with the fact that people that get to that level have to do or get coaxed into doing some sort of shady shit, right? Whatever that is. You know, some people say eat babies. Some people say, well, no, that's that's
true.
the crazy shit. And then some people say, oh, we just got you on camera. You know, we have you on Epstein Island doing a 15-year-old,
Yeah.
right? And we'll hold it against
Yikes.
you. We'll hold it against you, but if you stay in line with us, we won't. And so if you have to buy into that, if you buy into what I'm saying about Kanye being a genius and getting out of the contract, do you buy into that? People that get to that level
Right.
typically will be like, yes, I will do some effed up shit for you because you're going to give me $1 billion. So I will do it and I'll live this life. And he was like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and I will just act crazy and I'll get out of it.
Well,
there's a structure to that though.
Yeah.
So Kanye's fallout on that was he signed the contract.
He did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether or not he read the in-depths of that contract, because when they sign a contract, they have to meet everything that's So what probably started it all was like, well, we need you to do this, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Why would I have to do that?
Yeah.
I'm an artist, you know. It's all the extra stuff that comes along with it.
Sure.
Like the press the press, the social
Yeah.
media post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stemmed into, oh, why don't you do this? And then he probably went somewhere and was told to do something and was in a situation where he was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be around these
Well,
people. You know what I mean?
Look how his music is, excuse me, has declined.
Yeah.
You know, some of his earlier albums is some of the greatest albums of all time when it comes to hip hop and R&B. You know, the Graduation, that album's a banger from top to bottom.
that's
There's not a shit song on that
it's
album.
Great, yeah.
And
Which they basically stopped pushing. it
which is a
because-
damn shame. Like the fact that his career, like he probably could be considered one of the greatest had he stayed
Is
stayed
it not
true.
true for a lot of people though? Like in different industries, like anybody that is not a like think of I don't know. I'm trying to like think of like an actress or an
put
actor
some grease on.
that doesn't buy into like the Hollywood narrative. They typically
Right.
hit a point, and then if they don't buy into it, they fall off
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because
they're not going to get. I'm
agreeing
not
to
giving
it.
you to those.
I'm not going to that party.
Yeah,
or
okay. Well,
whatever,
you don't
or
get these
whatever.
roles now.
Yeah.
You know,
Where'd he go? Yeah, that's the answer to that. When you don't want to play along, go on.
right? And who was
disappeared.
Kanye married to? Before
Right.
he went nuts, he was married to a Kardashian. Those
Hey,
you
listen,
can't tell me those people aren't evil.
I don't know a whole lot about anything, honestly, but I'm fairly confident that that's probably not who you want to be associating with.
Right.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
It feels off. Like whole energy with that entire family.
Look at the careers leading up until they started dating a Kardashian. I mean,
Destroys careers.
it just annihilates them. Lamar
Bruce
Odom.
Jenner was a man.
Let's start with
fan.
Lamar Odom. I mean, Jesus, that man.
All of them.
Yeah,
Even
Humphreys.
what's the dude's name that like the
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce was
well,
a
not
man.
Bruce, but
Now
like
he's
what
not.
was
It was Bruce and then Caitlyn now.
I don't even know the names of the Kardashian people, but there was a
Which is good.
he
Yeah,
was
it's
like
a good
he was
thing.
a husband of one of them at some point.
Robert Kardashian, the original.
Was that?
He was the attorney that defended OJ.
Well, no, he was like a little pipsqueak kind of dude.
Oh, I don't know.
He was on the shows all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
he
can't
got, like,
think of the
addicted.
name.
Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden he went down this big dark hole of drugs and
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, clearly.
Seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but there's a common thread here with all the men hanging out with the Kardashian women. It doesn't end well. I don't know what's going on.
Just
But
saying.
hey, what's
Talk
it?
about Lamar
Timothy
Odom.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
When's it coming? It's
Yeah,
coming.
It's a matter of time.
What's he gonna do? Something's gonna happen. That family can't go too long without drama. It's been way too quiet from the Kardashians. I haven't heard much. Maybe
I mean,
I could be out of tune.
There's reports of Iranian drones wanting to strike California. Maybe they're going after the
Oh,
Kardashians.
Maybe.
I'll give you
Please,
$5.
for the love of God, take them off.
Yeah,
that.
we'd all
I
be
don't
like,
have-
You're
yeah.
doing us a service.
I don't have much money, but I'll give you like $5. You know, hey man, listen, it's worth.
Hey,
the
I've
cost.
got $11 on a Taco Bell gift card out in my truck. I'll go get it right now.
I'll get you a burrito.
Yeah,
Get you. A chili
I know what it
cheese
can
burrito.
get you: a Lex box with a
here we
loaded
go.
beef griller and a large Mountain Dew. You're welcome. Any of those keeping tabs out there?
I did not know we'd be talking about the Kardashians and Kanye tonight.
Well, if there's one thing you can count on with First and 10, it's that you'd have no idea what this conversation is going to be. Because you know what? We have absolutely no idea what we're going to talk about most nights.
Well, the next thing we're going to talk about
Uh-oh.
Oh, geez.
is the fact that we just started a war right when we were getting ready to launch a mission to the moon.
Supposedly, we're still launching the mission to the moon in April. Supposedly.
Well, also it conveniently
Conveniently
right when
delayed.
they're trying to fight and get more Epstein files to come out and all that jazz.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it all a distraction?
How do you guys feel about this war? Do you have a feeling one way or the other? Are you neutral? Like you're like, eh.
I think it's needed.
You think
I
it's
think
needed?
it's needed. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you got some pretty evil people over there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Funny thing is I told you this about a week or two ago. I've received no spam calls since this has started. It's funny.
That's pop. I will say this. I don't agree. Like, the only thing I kind of look sideways on is, like, if we were to have done that, I wish we'd have just done that solo and not with Israel.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you.
It would have made more sense, I guess.
I feel like I don't know. I'm not an anti-Israel or pro-Israel guy, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
not
I
either,
do. But I am getting swayed a little bit. Like if I'm gonna be honest, I'm moving more towards. I wouldn't say anti-Israel, but more towards questioning. Israel.
So you're
They
not,
have their
you're not an
hands-
anti-Semite.
No, I'm talking. No,
It's a good disclaimer.
Just
We gotta get it out
Israel
there.
as a country.
I don't care what background you have.
And I just have questions, I guess. Like
What we can talk about is the U.S. going to war with Iran.
there we go.
Okay, so yes, I agree that there's evil people and we need
Yeah.
to take them down because they are a threat to us.
Yeah.
Do I understand the insides and outs? I mean, from the beginning of all this, we go in, we take Venezuela out,
Right.
you know what I mean? And we're taking all these, we're just kind of popping them off. And then we end up in a war with Iran. And I know, I say a war. And in my eyes,
It is.
we're in
100% it is.
in my eyes, we're in a battle. We're not at war
Well,
yet.
Well, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So,
But what people don't understand, why did we do what we did with Venezuela?
right.
The guys like Gaddafi was for Libya under Barack's regime. And we get them out, bring in somebody who actually gives a shit about their people.
Right.
But what they don't realize is they're funded by Iran. Who's Iran funded by? China and Russia.
Sure.
There's a huge umbrella here
Right.
that keeps getting missed, and it's complete bullshit. Like, no, these are great threats to Americans.
And they talk about like the supercells and we open the borders and they're all over the place.
Yeah.
And we all see that.
My
right?
my,
But
my thing is like, at least in our lifetime, maybe somebody can prove me wrong. Nation building has never been good. Like we tried to do it in Iraq, that failed. As soon as we left,
yeah.
they took back over.
Right.
Afghanistan failure. I would even argue Libya is a failure.
Absolutely.
And so like Gaddafi wasn't great, but I think what they have now in that region's worse. And I think Iran's. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna continue to kill somebody that we don't like until we just are we gonna install what we want and just run it as a puppet state?
Well, look what happened
Or-
when you killed bin Laden.
Yeah.
You cut off the head of a snake, you're going to have regurgitating people
Right.
take that over. And
Absolutely.
if you don't continue to fight
Well,
that
when the-
mission, as much as we
Yeah.
don't want American soldiers to die,
Right.
that the suck thing is that's a part of
That's the
the
biggest
mission.
part of it. Is like,
And that's the terrible part of all this.
Yeah.
But that's the game you have to play with this because
Yeah.
they're just going to keep
Do
doing
you
what
know,
they
like,
do.
because Iran has been like, so the thing about Iran is they're weeks and months away from a nuclear weapon. But guess how long they've been weeks and months away? Like 30
long
fucking
time.
years,
Yeah.
It's
40
questionable.
years.
It's questionable.
They've always been like that since the 70s. Oh, they're weeks and months away. Weeks and months away. They don't have one. And I'm not saying maybe they fucking were weeks and months away. I don't know.
maybe they have multiple. I don't know.
Maybe.
We don't really know shit. Compared to what our intel knows.
And I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant right now.
Do it.
Let it go, bub.
The people that want to fight that you have to go to Congress to declare war on this, I'm sorry, you are misinformed. They are a terrorist state. I don't care what you say. Iran is a terrorist state. They are seeking the lives of normal human beings throughout the whole entire world, not just America. And they're taking whatever the hell they want, and they're killing whoever the hell
Can
they
I
want.
chime in?
You can absolutely. My rant's good.
That was it.
That was it.
It's not really a
I was
rant.
gonna
That's
let you
just
keep
a
going.
solid point.
I was gonna let you keep going on your point on not chiming into Congress. Like, what do we do? Go into Congress, have a big old media fest about how we
You let
need
the
to
poli-
attack Iran.
Well, do you guys-
It's like let them know
Well, you
that
guys do
a month
know-
from now we're getting ready to attack them?
You
It
do-
turns into what it doesn't
Fun
need to be. The
fact.
military needs to solve and do
Yeah.
what they get paid to do.
Fun fact.
Politicians
Right
need
away.
to stay the hell
Mike
out of
probably knows
this.
the answer to this. Do you know the last time we were actually at war? The last time we declared war. Do you know when it was?
World War
World
II.
War II.
Yeah.
We have not declared war on anybody since
No.
World War II.
Well, and-
so anybody that stands up, they're just puppeting
mean-
to their populace.
There's
and
a
their
gray area
votes.
when you add Korea because technically we're still at war.
But
with
we
them.
didn't
It's a
declare the
ceasefire.
last time we declared congressional war, which is what people. It goes both sides, right?
Right, for sure.
Democrats are in power and they want to go do what Obama did in Libya. They don't give a shit. Go do it. But Republicans are going to stand up and go, well, you didn't do what you did. Now Republicans are in charge, and we're going after Iran, and Democrats are going to stand up and go, you didn't declare war.
Right or wrong, this is, in my opinion, this is a way you need to attack these assholes and these terrorists out there.
Yeah.
You got to get ahead of it, and you have to stay ahead of it. And the problem is I think this is going to be a longer conflict than anybody wants it to be.
Well, it depends what your objectives are, and I think that the criticism of the Trump, I don't want to say regime, but just the Trump White House, the Trump leadership, is that there isn't a clearly stated goal, which I get why there isn't. But the thing that I would call out is that there isn't a like, hey, this is when we accomplish this, we're out.
Right.
And I don't think there was ever going to be. And at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing to eradicate these motherfuckers and they are motherfuckers because fuck Iran.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, and not the people.
Right.
The regular everyday people, they're out there struggling. They're trying to do the same things any one of us are.
Right.
But they're living under a horrible
You gonna do that to everybody though?
dictatorship
You gonna go through every country you don't agree with?
well, and
eradicate them?
that is a
Like,
that
is
is a
that what we're gonna
valid
do?
that's a valid point. And the
I
thing
feel like he is.
But
You know?
the thing I would call out is that they're killing. I do agree with the fact that they're killing American servicemen. You know, they are also they're a terrorist state. They're funding terrorism across the world, and they need to go.
For sure.
Like they need to go. Now we're not invading North Korea. We don't like North Korea for a number of reasons, and then frankly, their people are being subjugated. But we're not invading them. You know what they're not doing? They're not really out there funding terrorists like Iran is. They're not out there funding Hamas and all these
you
little
know who
like
is that
Sally
the whole thing I don't like about this argument is, you know who is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia funds terrorists. They are the ones that funded 9/11, but we let that shit go. No, it's true.
The guy that's leading that country was ex-Taliban and has killed Americans, and we're bringing. And this is the other issue I have with the Trump regime is you want to bring this guy over into our borders and parade him like he's doing great for those people, and he immediately goes back and starts killing his civilians again.
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why the Kurds are trying to get out of that country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and defend the Saudi government here.
regime.
Like that's not where I'm at.
Well, no, but it's you can't say what you just said, and then we have you can, but then have a peaceful relationship with the Saudis. It doesn't make any fucking
because they're our
sense.
friends.
They're not our friends. They literally kill us. They literally kill us.
We're only in it with them for the oil.
I'm
Not
saying
that-
whether or not I or you or the rest of us agree with it, I'm saying it from like a political standpoint. Technically, Saudi Arabia is our friends.
They're not though. They committed 9/11. They
Well,
kill us
I
every day. They
tend to think-
they fund terrorism worldwide, just like Iran does. But they do it in a different way, and we won't attack them. Why?
Well,
Not yet.
yeah, I don't.
Never.
Think we're
We
attacking
never
Saudi
will.
Arabia.
I see a trend. I feel like we're
attacking
going.
Saudis. It's never going to happen.
Saudis, I would say, are equal or greater to threat than
Well,
Iran.
Saudis, they have a lot of money in the States.
They do.
So
Yeah.
Plus,
And that has a lot to
what
do
spike
with it.
we're going to see in gas prices, maybe we're already seeing it.
hey, just curious.
What
why,
spike we see in that where it's going to be tenfold with Saudi.
Why are you saying that Saudi was the ones that funded 9/11?
They did. It was Saudi backed. That it all went back to Saudi Arabia. You could.
Well, the people came from there, but I would actually, I mean, this is a deeper conversation. I would argue that 9/11 was more of a inside job and a means to an end than
Sure,
it was
it
anything
was.
of like. I don't believe that Saudi was like, Saudi Arabia was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to
Right.
attack the United
I don't-
States. I think it's probably more like, hey, listen, y'all got some guys.
See,
we
I
need a job
disagree.
done over here.
I disagree. I think the Saudis wanted to attack, and we knew it, and we let it happen.
Why would they just
we
want to
let
attack
it
us?
happen?
I disagree with that. I think that we absolutely had something. to do with
Saudi
plan.
Arabia hates just like Iran hates our way of life. So does Saudi. Saudi Arabia hates our way of life. They,
They like
fucking
money.
hate it.
They like money.
Yeah, but they hate America.
Yeah, they are definitely.
They like our money,
lovers.
but they hate our way of life just as much as Iran does. So
I disagree with that. The only reason I say that, Bub, is they don't hate our way of life as much as Iran does. Iran stated death to America. Like Saudi hasn't done that.
right, because we're doing business with them.
Uh huh.
And the question
What's to
is,
say we don't do business with Iran? Or haven't?
I mean, we have.
We have, but not to the level of what we're doing with the
The
sod.
thing,
All right,
the
I'm
thing that
picking up
I think,
what you're not
we're
wrong.
where we
I'm
get
picking
into
up what you're putting down.
where we get into trouble is that we look at black and white and we look at it and say, okay, like this is an evil state, this is a this is a terrorist state, this is a good state. It's all layered. It's just shades of gray, man. Like everybody, we fund terrorism. We did.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think we did in Afghanistan?
We created Bin Laden.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know
we
what?
did. We backed the Taliban.
You know what?
We created ISIS. We did.
We did. That
You
was
know
us.
what? You know really what this all really boils down to, in my eyes? It should open everybody's eyes on what it's like outside of the United States. You know?
Oh yeah.
Not just Saudi Arabia or Iran, or I feel
Right.
like there's a whole generation of people, right, that think that the United States is the worst country ever, and we just get shit on all day. You know what I mean? If anything happens out of this, it should open everybody's eyes on what it's like living somewhere else. Like, clearly, these people, you could literally just go to jail for not wearing a facial.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree.
It needs to open everybody's eyes to what America truly is. And I get it. You can have your feelings and all that, but
We are the greatest country. Like
100%
I
hands
thought that.
down.
Like I was watching.
Not
It
even
was
close.
the most recent. The Winter Olympics,
Not
and just and you see the diversity in our country and the representation and how we like. Are we a perfect nation? No.
how are you going to be perfect?
You're never
ever?
going to be perfect.
no.
But you look at all these other countries, and I'm not talking about just the representation, but like you look back at what they're doing in their country, and you look at the people that we send to these things, and you go, holy shit. Like we are whether you agree with everything, you don't agree with anything, whether you got a lot of things you want to point out, the flaws, whatever, we are the greatest country in this world. We
Period.
are.
End of
Period,
story.
hands down. Like
Nobody's going to touch us.
does that mean we don't have flaws that need fixed? No. There's a lot of warts on the U.S. that need to be taken out. But you cannot tell me that we are not the greatest nation in this world. You can't do it.
All of this should open this generation's eyes to that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You look at the odds of what are the odds each of us, were born.
Right.
And then you look at the
What
odds.
are the odds?
What are the odds?
100%.
One,
Mikey,
in-
Google.
How many sperm
My
cells?
dad was double bagging it. So it was pretty fucking.
Well, then you look at the odds. What
Can't have another
what are
one. Can't have another one.
what are the chances that we were born in the USA? And what are the
Probably
chances?
slim to none.
Greater
So they're-
than like it's much more likely we wouldn't be.
So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that we're shitting on you. We're shitting on your regime. We're empathetic to what you're going through. We feel what you're going through.
That's a big word.
I don't tell me how to spell it.
Is that even a word?
It's a word.
Empathetic?
We
apathetic.
feel what you're going through, but if you're in Iran and you do not like this regime, now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to fight for your revolution, your civil war. Now is the time to get these assholes out of your country and become yourself again. So please rise up, take what is yours, get it back for you and your future generations so you can have a prosperous country.
Hey, we love Iran. I mean, honestly, before the fall of the Shah
That's
and all
gonna
that,
be
we
cut
love
out of. That's gonna be cut out of
There's
context.
a lot. It's 50-50, man.
Well, we
over
know
there.
we love the Iranian people.
And I think that
we
the
really
biggest
do.
problem-
It's just the regime is terrible.
You touched on this earlier. The biggest problem is we go in there, we give them a chance, right, and we leave,
And
then
it's
and
gonna get
the
worse.
evil. There's so much freaking evil in these countries, guys,
Oh yeah.
and they just gobble.
Well,
it back up.
they all intertwine. ISIS works with Taliban, Taliban, and all of them work with
I'm gonna throw a big
Yemen.
word at you guys. Ethnocentrism. So
This is like kerfuffle all over again.
Ethnocentrism is when you look. Okay, I live in America, right? And I go, these are my values. And I look over there, and I look across the water, and I go, these should be your values. and what happens is when we leave, these guys go, these aren't our fucking values. It doesn't matter what you do here. These aren't our values.
Right.
We're going to put our values in. We don't give a shit what your values are.
Yeah.
And we can't do that. Like, you cannot look at a nation and go, you should believe as America believes, because they're going to look at you and go, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
that's not our values.
That's not what we do.
And as soon as we leave,
don't
that's
believe in
what's
that.
going to happen.
Yeah.
It is exactly what's going to happen.
Especially when it's 50-50 population, as far as that goes. Now, back to the moon conversation.
The light bulb that's up in the sky. Jesus.
That's a bright bulb.
Hey, I said this via text
Here we go.
right when the missiles started flying. Was the day they announced that mission was delayed.
Yeah.
And they were launching. They were. Okay. They were going. They were going to go. They were going to do a 360 around the moon and come back.
They weren't.
360 slam.
They weren't.
Yeah. They were going to go and do a little lap around it and come on back.
I love how you still believe
Okay.
it, Mike.
They weren't.
What do you mean?
It wasn't going to happen. They had already delayed it. Now, if you want to argue about the delays, that was delayed before they even.
It was delayed for 2 years, so
It's been delayed a lot.
Hey, but
It's a problem. It's a problem. I'm not going to defend it. It's a problem.
This was about as serious
Hey,
as
we
it
don't
got.
want to have another challenge, okay?
They delayed it like a couple months before, and then they went to launch. They were literally pulling the rocket out, okay?
They had to pull out.
And they pulled out.
Last
So-
minute, they
Their
pulled
pullout
out.
game is good. Their pullout game is good.
And then Trump started talking about or it wasn't Trump, it was Obama that started talking about it. Started talking about the aliens and the files.
That was weird.
and Blah,
That
blah,
was
blah, blah,
weird.
blah. And then
weird.
we go
It's
to launch
interesting.
to the moon finally after how many years?
It's been a couple.
72.
Well, I think we've been near the moon, right?
No, I think 72 was the last.
Was it?
72.
72 was
So we
the-
haven't done
We
many
drove
launches
Mario
out to
Kart
it.
on the fucking moon in 72.
72.
and
Rainbow
then go
Road,
back.
where do you think it came from?
So
December
we
7th,
haven't launched anything
1972.
out towards the moon like we were going to.
Maybe
Maybe
satellite.
maybe,
Really-
maybe a fucking rover or something. I don't know.
This this launch was just supposed to go around the moon.
Yeah,
from
it's
what
just
I
going
understand.
around it.
They weren't
We
landing
can't
on it.
land on it.
Sometimes I'm
landing on
right.
it.
We can't. Like it's
They
too
were
much
just
to ask.
they were just going to go fly around the moon.
God
and make
forbid
sure,
you land on the fucking thing. Just
Yeah.
fly around it.
Hey, where are we going to land at?
Take
they were
some-
going to do a test
Yeah,
ride.
take some fake video.
I mean, technically,
here we
Bruce
go.
Willis landed on the moon, so go fuck
No,
yourself.
Bruce Willis landed on a fucking asteroid.
God.
So our test run around the moon got delayed. And I feel like
It did.
the hype up to this moment, okay, for us and our generation, was pretty hyped. Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty hyped. I think everybody just wanted to see a camera around
Yeah,
the moon
let's
or
just
something,
fucking see
right?
the thing.
So
No, you wanted to see a camera. You were obsessed with a damn camera around the moon. I want to see a live cam right now. I'm
you
going to
guys-
type it in.
How do the Earth,
I mean-
how do the tires stay non-flat?
Beep,
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
beep.
I feel like it's a logical.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Question?
2026 now,
yeah.
right?
It's not like they
is it
retract up into
2026?
the spaceship.
It's 20,
It's
in,
a
19,
Surface probe.
in 1972, they drove a fucking car on it. In 2026, we can't even fly around it.
Can't even get
It's
a
the
rocket
same
off
thing
the
why
ground.
we. It's the same.
Fucking come on.
It's the same thing why we can't build a straight ass pyramid like what's in Egypt.
Right. Like, what the fuck, Mike? Like, I'm trying to buy into your shit. I am trying to
How
buy
is it
in.
my shit?
It is the shit you believe in. I'm trying to buy into it. In 1972,
Sorry, Mike, I'm
let's
kinda
drive a
playing
fucking
devil's
car
advocate here.
and put some
No.
car batteries on
don't
this
believe in
motherfucker
anything.
and
You don't
drive
believe in
it,
science.
drive it around. In 1972, in 2022 or 2026 or whatever, we can't fly around the fucking thing. We can't even take a picture of
Did
the
you
fucking
think we were
thing.
living in 2022
Sometimes-
for a second?
I did for a second. I
you
did.
okay, buddy?
I-
Shut-
no, I'm not.
Shout out,
I love you.
shout out to you, Bubby. Sometimes science is fake.
Well, sure. But sometimes it's
Roll
not
me
fake.
that, Batman.
I mean, it's so bad that you broke the camera.
Sometimes science is wrong.
I mean, it's not a good look, but I also think that just because you're delaying a moon landing doesn't mean that it's
Not
discounts
delaying
it.
a moon landing. We're delaying flying by the
Around.
moon.
Well, no, we delayed
We're
the
flying-
orbit.
we're
and we
delaying
That we
Delayed
should
delayed-
just be
flyby.
able to shoot a drone out
Yeah,
and do
fuck.
anyways.
We're just fly buying it.
Yeah, but like taking a drone there, that's already been done.
The
I
astronauts.
mean,
just
are you
gonna
arguing
wave.
we've never even sent a drone there? That's the argument.
Where? Where's the footage? Tell me where the footage is at.
I didn't have to pee. Now I have to pee.
I mean, listen.
Literally,
Tell
it's-
me where the
it's-
footage is at.
Mike, I'm gonna let you go on your rant here in
No,
a
you're
second.
not.
It's 20.
Tell me why
it's-
we didn't live
it is
stream it on
20
YouTube.
It is 2026, and we're about to launch astronauts to just fly by the moon, to fly by it.
And we started a war.
We did not start the war because of the moon landing.
The fuck?
I refuse to believe that.
What the fuck?
No,
I mean,
no, that's incorrect, sir. Listen,
perfect timing.
It's do you understand that
No.
when we
Sorry.
no,
buddy.
there's no point. There's
Go
no
for it.
point.
There is a point.
It's like arguing with toddlers on this.
No,
one.
it's not. This
because
one, I feel
because
like-
the level of understanding of it, or at least the level of belief, you guys, it's not even double red pill. It's like triple. You don't believe any of it. You don't believe I don't think you even believe that we went to space. I really don't believe that. I think you guys are like, it's questionable.
Technically, we haven't been to space. Space station.
I tell you what.
is
I tell you
within
what.
orbit.
When I see a full live video footage of a rocket launching with a video camera and it going out into space for like fucking 24 hours.
See?
When I see that,
It's not happened.
I will.
Why not?
Well, satellites are fake
I will.
too.
I will absolutely buy in.
Satellites are fake. Hubble's not up there. That doesn't exist. The
Hey.
Cassini probe didn't happen.
The satellites
Voyager,
are within.
Pioneer.
The satellites are within our
Within
orbit.
orbit.
Okay.
Voyager, Cassini.
I am asking
those probes
for.
together.
Hold on. I am asking for
If it's the point you're making.
a live. No, that has nothing.
You're
to
talking
do.
about orbit.
I
That's
am
what I'm talking
asking
about.
for
Satellites
a
are
rocket to go out into space with
Uh-huh.
a live feed, which should be able to be done,
We could talk to the president.
and go out. Let's say the satellites are here. I would just like to see the live feed go out.
A little bit.
I
better.
don't know,
Yeah.
maybe into the radiation belt. I don't know, 20 miles.
But then-
Can we get into space somewhere?
well,
Go
how do
to
you know?
on
fucking
YouTube?
Jupiter with a fucking camera. I don't know. Like we should be
I
able
mean,
to
they
do
have.
that. We should. Not a live camera.
You can't.
Why?
Why? Tell me why.
You could
Jesus
call
Christ.
the president in fucking 68 or whatever, but you can't fucking go
Listen,
live stream.
it's one thing if we're talking about the moon. It's another thing if we're talking about Jupiter and the time, the
No,
distance.
No. Let's stick
Yeah.
with the moon.
Well, I didn't bring up Jupiter. y'all
I
did.
brought it up.
You brought it
I
up.
brought
Actually, I just want to stick with like 20 miles from the satellite.
I don't think you guys. I don't think I would be shocked if you actually saw any footage and you believed it. I think you'd look at it and go, looks fake, CGI.
I haven't seen any live footage
Have you?
ever in my life.
Have you ever looked for it?
Yes, I have.
I mean, I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there's footage of a rocket taking off
All right.
from the ground up through.
Out
I'm
into
sure there
space.
is. I'm sure there is.
Up
Well, it's
through-
got to go through the dome. Remember that little square up in
It
the
does
sky?
hit- it
opens
Got to
does
go
up.
through the firmament.
Calm.
The firmament.
Dong.
I tell you what, if you guys can find me live
Okay.
footage of a rocket going up into space,
Why don't we have it?
Bubby, that
Who says
that
we
is
don't?
literally.
Who says we don't?
I have looked for it. I have not found it yet.
Yeah, well, let me do a little digging.
Do some dig. Like seriously,
Why
that's
do we
all I
have to
need to
dig?
see.
We should be able to like
It should
Space
be-
Channel on the fucking TV right now. Like,
I think that should just be happening on the daily,
yeah.
like a YouTube live channel.
Yeah, there goes another
Oh,
one.
wait, there goes a
There's
comet
another
or,
one, yeah.
hey, an asteroid's flying
No,
by.
but all
Camera's number
you do know
70,026.
all the pictures of the Earth that we have that you Google are all AI generated. You know that?
I don't know that.
Yep.
That's
I don't really.
Where'd you get that fact? You gonna cite your source for that?
Google.
That is a different plethora of what I need
that a
to
word?
believe in.
Sure.
You know what
I'm
we're
just
talking
telling
about.
you that a lot of the images
Right.
we have of our own selves are not actual pictures.
If that's true, like I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? I don't even know what to say. I have seen.
Mike's feverishly like fucking researching.
You
right
fucking
now.
put me on this.
Careful you don't step off the edge, boys.
I just want to make my point clear. Yes, I believe the moon is the moon and there's space.
Yes.
I just would like to. I don't believe that we fucking flew there
Okay, I guess-
and walked around on the moon.
Okay, I just want to point out the
In
first
19
sentence.
But they are
Yeah.
often composites stitched
Oh
together
my
from multiple.
God.
They're not actual fucking pictures.
That doesn't mean they're not real pictures. You know
No.
what a composite is? What's
Right.
a composite?
It's little pieces put together
Google
to make
composite.
something.
This is what I'm saying. It's just because you don't. If you don't
That
understand,
picture right there to the right
it doesn't
is
mean.
not a
It
picture.
doesn't mean just because you don't understand doesn't make it.
That is not a picture. That is not an actual picture to the right. That's not an actual picture. That's not what the picture looks like.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I do understand everything that's happened.
Right.
I just want to see it. We live in 2026. I do not understand at this point in my life why we can't live feed into a camera that's floating around in space.
And why can't people understand?
Not even the moon.
That picture to the
you know
right
what I mean?
is not a real fucking picture.
Not the moon. Just is there a live feed in space? I mean, I feel like every time I have this argument, it dwindles down closer to the Earth. You know what I mean? So it creates my different thoughts.
Well, here's the thing I would point out. Here's one thing I would point out. All right, if you're gonna say, hey, I need to have something that is on the moon and it's sending a live feed back, then you're basically what you're asking for is you're asking for a live feed camera, a direct connection. Once when it goes around the back end of the moon, the dark side, that's going to break.
I mean, that would be a bonus at this point. Mike.
Yeah, but my point is that like what you're asking for, it's in theory. Well, I shouldn't even say in theory. I mean, really, it's there. Every time you send a probe, like the same thing happened with India, even sent a probe up there, and China sent a probe up there, and Japan sent a probe up there, the EU sent a probe up there, America sent a probe up there. We've sent astronauts out there, whether you believe that or not. You know, it's more of just like I get what you want.
I will say that I don't disbelieve in that. I think I'm more like, why aren't we in space? You know what I mean? Like, why are we not in space?
We are in
live
space
all day
because
with YouTube, and even Elon Musk is involved with getting into space.
Right, let's go back to Mike's point, and then let's come back to this.
Oop, that's on there. Oh, I'm going. I thought you were going. I was
going to say, let's get to your point, and then
now, my whole thing is that, like, when it comes to when you're looking at space, you're looking at a live feed. Like, I get what you're saying, right? Like, and when it comes to like consumption of power, because honestly, when you look at it from like the moon landing the Apollo missions, like that is a big concern. How much you're going to have to use, and they're using battery power, and like there's a limited supply. And certainly, we don't draw as much juice on cameras now. We certainly don't. Right. We have much better
technology.
The solar panels are much better than they were. Right. So I think in theory you could probably generate that. My question is, and the fact that I don't know because I'm not a rocket scientist, I'm not attached to
I don't know either because I'm not a freaking rocket scientist.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. But the thing I would call out is that I suspect that it's a couple of things. What I would suspect is probably one, interest. I think that most people aren't as inquisitive as you are or Dustin is.
I think that
I think that's part of it.
Is hot.
I also
think that there's popularity.
There's an expense attached to it as well.
Oh, for sure.
Whether it's in funds, or it's even in battery consumption. You know, if you ask like, why don't we have a live? You know, actually, there is at least on a satellite, there is actually a live feed. I need to go and find it, but there's a YouTuber, and what he actually did is he took a. There's a YouTuber who actually took a live feed and he's charging people. He's got like a little display, right, in space. And he's got a live feed currently. And what he does is he charges people to show their picture in space, which is kind of cool. Like, it's nerdy, but like the dude makes all kinds of money by just having a little live display. I'll see if I can find a picture of it to show you guys. But there's a dude doing that.
So he has a drone up there?
It's not really a drone.
Or whatever.
It's like a satellite, but yeah.
Something floating around.
Probably pinging off satellites.
You would think that we could lock into a satellite and just look at a camera feed down to Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
And I feel like we could power that.
Yeah, I feel like we could just land on the fucking
with
moon.
$0 with a solar panel.
On the fucking moon.
I think we can't. But here's the other thing.
The problem is they're never going to do something like that because it's always looked at as a money venture. Oh, where can we get taxpayer money, or where can we get more money into this that can invest into whatever for whoever? There's always going to be some.
Why doesn't Elon have a satellite up in space?
Well, now the space station does have a live feed.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
Y'all believe that?
I'm lining in.
See, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what we do. He's not going to believe in any of it. Nothing. He'll never. He could be up there.
Well, it's like a.
He could be in space floating. Like, nope,
the
that's
space
fake.
station
Clearly,
live feeds like looking like
boop.
No, my point is, a space station's like looking at Danny's on the space station, so it's just like looking at him float. Or that could be a fucking. That's nothing.
What did I say? I just don't think you'd believe it, bub. Even if there's like live footage, even if you were there,
they've lied to us so much. Why do I have an incentive to believe it? I
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
There's no incentive.
So there's no amount of proof
Where
that's
is
ever
the
going to
space
prove it.
station?
Like how far up?
Like
I
as
don't
far
know.
as like yeah.
It's in our atmosphere. It's like
Well,
right
depending on how you define it. I mean, if you want to see the outer reaches of our atmosphere, yeah. If you want to say like within what most of us consider the atmosphere, no. You can't breathe out there, can you?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not a scientist.
No. See, you're not a. That's fucking. You know what? This fucking guy right here.
That
This guy
literally
right here.
contradicts
I hate you.
everything.
You son of a bitch.
It is just above the clouds.
Told you.
It's not just about the
Fucking
fucking
told
clouds.
you, brother.
I believe that this is real. Okay,
Do you?
Just for the record, Dustin's a little different than me, but I do believe that is real. Okay, I just would like to go a little bit further with the camera.
Let's explore
and show
this.
the world.
Let's explore our mindsets a little bit. So here, let's talk about.
Hold on.
All right, look at this.
You know it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
These kids.
It is cool.
Do you guys actually? So what do you guys?
I love space, by the way.
What do you? Yeah, it's.
I'm so intrigued by
it's
it.
a great
I look
fairy
up
tale.
at the sky every night. And you know what the cool thing is? Like
light
we all
bulbs.
can just wonder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
They
and we're
did.
Just, we're just like
That's why we believe
the
in
information that we're taking is from this one organization.
There.
You
There's
know
your,
what I mean?
there's your live feeds from space. This is what it
Okay,
looks
that
like.
is totally different.
the bullshit. Like a fucking riptide or something. Like there's some sea moss right there.
Is that the Indias? Afa TV.
It shows you in the bottom left right here where it's looking at. This is where it's at. Right here. You see that? Can you read a map? We're good?
Yeah, but that's not space. That's just like right above Earth.
I mean, what is space to you?
I want to read the comments.
Fake. It's just Dustin repeatedly. Fake.
Sorry, I had to look
D.
at
Sanders. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Fake.
Look, all right.
I mean, the clouds are not moving.
Relative to what you're doing, look, you're moving and they're.
Isn't it, but
right.
aren't we supposed to be rotating like a 17,000 miles an hour?
It's in orbit with you.
Like no, it's going the opposite direction. Actually, technically, the Earth is spinning that way, and that's going that way. So you should be seeing it move. And
No,
we're not.
Not if you have a satellite.
Pretty slow.
If you have a satellite and it's serving a purpose, you wouldn't want it to go in a different speed than what the Earth is.
Mike,
The
it
whole
is-
point that it's over there.
It's going
providing.
very- it's going
so when
very
people,
fucking
when
slow.
People, when people are when they're
bet.
utilizing that satellite, the
gotta
whole
fucking
point is
get
they
in
can
on
use
this.
it and it's over
You know
them.
that?
You realize
if
that,
you
right?
turn that
You gotta
on, it
get
should
in
be
on
going.
this.
Shoot,
I'm
shoot,
enjoying
shoot,
it.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Then it wouldn't do any
Don't be
good. It'd just be
scared.
like lost satellite, lost the satellite.
Come on, man.
Lost
Let's
the link,
unload it.
lost
Why
the
is
link.
it not
I've
moving?
been waiting on the day
It
for
is
you to
moving.
unload it, buddy.
Slowly.
Hey, I've been
That's
waiting
the-
on the day for you to unload
That's the
it.
point.
No, it can't be the point because it's going like what? Google. How fast is the Earth spinning? Google it.
It's all relative. It's just like the reason that I can't stand outside and go, oh my God, we're moving so fast. You're on it. This is locked in at the same
Gravity.
speed.
I get that.
It's the same speed.
So it's still fucking. You would still see it moving.
no,
Hey,
you wouldn't.
This is just a fun question.
Yes, you would. You put a camera on a fucking NASCAR and you watch the NASCAR go around a fucking circle.
Because the NASCAR is moving at a different speed than the space around it. This is
even-
moving roughly at the same
Even if
speed.
you turn the fucking track on, you would still see it moving.
Doing the
Hey,
track on.
at what
If
distance?
the track could turn at the same speed the car
Mike,
was
you also
turning.
have to remember you're speaking to a retard.
If
Hey.
the track could turn at the same speed the car was turning, you would still see
Mike.
movement. Because
Curious
those
question.
objects are static. The land
It
is
is
static.
gigantic, though.
Again,
Do I
it's,
need to get up and point at the land? The land is static. So it is.
you want the land to move.
It should be moving if fucking.
The
Earth
whole
is
feed. Look
moving.
at it. Look at what you're seeing. You're looking at different clouds. It's moving at a different speed than the Earth is
I
rotating.
feel like the clouds move faster here. You know?
No.
They're not, like this is
Yeah, they
this
do.
is why
They do. Yes, Danny.
this is why this
feel like they're
conversation
just
is
standing
so
still.
difficult to have.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
because you don't understand it.
Yeah, I do understand it.
You don't.
No, you think I don't, but I understand more than you think I do.
I
You guys want to lump it. This is, and I'm not, and honestly, I'm not offended at all. You guys lump us into these like flat Earth retards, and we're not. This thing doesn't fucking make sense. This thing is not
Hey, we got
moving.
there's a new cluster coming.
But see, my whole point is when you look at this, you're gonna say, "I don't see movement." And the point that I'm making, what do you want the Earth
Now
to do?
it's not even a real picture. This looks like Oregon Trail from '95.
See? This is why this
Does
is
it
not
not?
This
even
is
a real
way
debate.
worse. Hey, by the way, this is way worse feed than what I was looking at.
I mean, I do question why it's in black and white in 2026. but
I'm gonna get it out of him, dude. I swear I
But-
am. Hey,
where
Bobby,
I go with it,
I'm gonna get him out of
where
it.
I go with your argument is, what are the fucking
Like,
chances
fuck
that we're
this,
even
I'm-
here?
I can't even have
What-
the conversation. I can't. Like it's honestly
And
hard to have the conversation
to-
because it's like that's fake. That's fake. Oh, I need you to provide evidence and destroy my straw man argument. Like
No,
how
I
am I
didn't.
supposed
That's
to?
not exactly what I asked you. Why is it not fucking one? Why is
He
shit?
don't fucking
why
know
is
that
shit
answer,
not?
though.
Why is shit not hitting it?
You're not.
She
shit
don't
would be hitting it.
scientifically
You're-
know that
you're-
answer.
There's so
though.
much space junk and
Hey,
astronomical
Hey, this is
junk.
blue, by the way.
You're not
You
gonna
can see some blue in there, but I mean, it's
From-
kind of hard to see from the.
Hey,
So from this,
I have a question.
From this, you're not going to see it moving
because we're still in
because
orbit,
this,
right?
you know, the
Is that what you're
Earth,
saying?
it's rotating, and you have this that's not going with the Earth; it's going
against it.
Against
so you should
it.
actually see the
You're
Earth
not.
moving
You're not going to
faster.
see it
So
because they're
I-
both
like-
programmed. It's the satellite or whatever feed we're watching. It's programmed to go the same amount of speed that the Earth is, so you're not going to see
But
it.
it's not though. A
Move.
satellite will
Now, if
propel
the
it.
It's just
satellite
in orbit.
Now, if the satellite, in its low orbit, if the satellite stopped moving, then you would see the Earth move.
You know what I would like to see cool? Like how far do you have to be away from Earth to see it like fucking lightning speed?
you
know
don't
what I
because
mean?
it's not doing it.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
on
space
that.
is fake. There's no space.
No,
Earth's flat.
I don't think that's true.
Is it?
No.
We haven't. I mean, we haven't been to space to prove it.
I don't know
Right?
what we have.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those like for me, it's hard to have this argument because like I'm same thing that Marshall just pointed out. I'm stating the fact that like, look, if a satellite was going at a substantially different speed than the Earth, and you saw the movement of the Earth, then that satellite would be pretty useless because the whole point of a satellite is to be able to connect to it. And
mean,
if
but-
I'm over a space and I'm designed to connect to an area, like what good is the satellite doing if it's just if it's basically stationary and the Earth is rotating? Which one, it can't really do that
Sure.
because when it
Well, it's
becomes
not
stationary,
it's not propelling.
well, listen. Once it loses angular momentum, it's going to start falling in.
Right.
It's going to lose altitude and come back
Yes.
to Earth. Part of what keeps it in orbit
I
is
will-
the angular momentum.
I will agree with that. Okay.
That's not
100%
even like
agree.
art. That's not
It's-
my opinion. That's
It's
just
in
a fact. Like,
it's
that's why
in
it's
a
up there.
gravitational pull of the Earth. so
But
it's
also, you
not
have to
showing
remember,
it.
if it's
That
not
was-
going at a specific speed, it has a pressure that's just going to crush it, as if a Coke can at the bottom of the sea.
It's less
it's
about.
just-
It's just less about crushing. It's just the gravity will pull it in.
Right. That's why I was like, man, how far away do you have to be
It's like the centrifugal
to
force
see
thing, right? Like if
how
you're on a,
fast the Earth is really moving?
I don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
You don't because we have pictures from the moon and it's not fucking moving.
well, it is a picture. I mean, a picture wouldn't be moving.
We have video, I think, from the fucking moon.
Looking back at Earth.
Yes.
From
Pretty sure we do.
I think so. Don't we have like
Pretty
a
sure we
video of it?
Yeah.
Just like the top corner
The
of
fucking
it, or
thing's not moving.
whatever.
I'm not saying it's not moving, but it's not fucking going.
I mean, it's clearly
like
moving.
fucking this.
And it is hard to fathom. It's moving 17,000 miles.
Whatever.
an
Now, I
hour or
made that
whatever.
number up. But
I think
that-
it's 17
It could
something
be
thousand.
something else.
I think it's 17 something thousand miles. And the flat. And speaking of the flat earthers, their big argument is if you see something going just 300 miles per hour, right? It's like it just you can't even see it, you know. And it's like this thing's spinning at 17,000 miles. If I
And
think
it's
at
going
some
the
point,
opposite direction.
at some point they just gotta agree that it's not moving that fast. maybe.
They're not
I
gonna
don't
ever.
know.
We're not. No, we're never gonna get that agreement.
But it's so big, though. You know, so I can kind of see what they're saying. Like, it's moving that fast, but it's so much bigger than you could imagine.
Sure.
You know, that it's slow to us.
Maybe.
So, trust me, I've went down that route.
I know.
But also, when you're in orbit with a satellite, you're still in orbit with what it's doing, right? So, I always wondered, like, how far out do you have to go to see it moving that fast, right?
Right.
Because I feel like you have to be thousands of miles away to see it just going.
Maybe. That's
You know what I mean?
That's a ChatGPT question.
Because you got to be out of its
You
gravitational
can kinda,
pull.
you can kind of see it even in this footage from the space station, if you believe the space
Right.
station's up there, which I
See,
guess.
where'd you get this one? That's not what I clicked on earlier. Is there different views or something?
Yeah, it comes. I'll give it.
Because that's a lot faster than
That
the
looks
last
fake
one
as
I was
shit.
looking
See?
at.
That's fake as shit.
See,
That looks like the Universal opening to a Fast and Furious movie.
there's no winning.
Does it not? Like,
You know,
fuck, I'm
there's-
about to watch Fast
Is
and
this
Furious
live?
fucking 27.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
We're over the ice wall right now, in case you were wondering.
Where's the restaurant?
That's what we got. We're caved in now.
Where's the White Walkers?
No,
Oh, there.
it is intriguing. It really is.
Is
'Cause-
it? Is it?
Well, we don't
It is.
know.
I
though.
love questioning this shit.
We don't know. We have to question it because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so
to us.
so for me, it's
You know?
like I believe in
I
space.
get your side of it. You just go so crazy with it. It's like because you're with how can I believe anything that they're forcing down our throat? And
Yeah.
they're meaning,
Yo,
the man,
dude,
the
it's so
government,
true.
the world's government, whatever you want to call it. How can we believe this and what they're pushing down our throat? I get where you go with that.
I think
and
that
I
it
understand.
was-
You just take it to the next extreme.
I do, yeah.
And that's what drives him up.
what
And I do it for fun.
I know
half
you
the
do.
time.
I know you do.
But it's true.
I'm here
though,
for you,
like-
and I love you.
So
Don't
we-
you ever change.
So we finally have, Elon Musk that stepped up and clearly
Elon
he was
Musk.
like, you guys are keeping stuff from us. There's no way he didn't have the same mindset. He was like, I got the money. I'm going to freaking create the rockets. Without you guys, I'm going to go up there. And then all of a sudden,
You started taking Tylenol.
Well, did you hear? Do you hear that his new mission is to go? It was to Mars. Mars by 2030.
is that what it was?
It was.
Is Mars the closest
No,
to
no, no,
us?
hold
or-
on. Elon Musk's goal the last 20 years or whatever has been
Oh, he
Mars
wants to
by 2030.
terraform it.
You know what his goal is now? Go to the moon.
Do you know why? Do you know
Because
what?
he can't go to fucking Mars.
No, I think you can go to Mars, but I think that the
Elon doesn't.
No, I think he can. I think he's looking at it in terms of like I have to generate an ROI for what I've produced and the money that's come in from the government that's paying me to do these things. I've got to generate a tangible result. And the ultimate thing that you have to have if you go to Mars is you've got to have a returnable craft, number one. And it can't just be like a lunar lander like we had on the moon because it's got to be a hell of a lot more robust because it's got to come from Mars.
Well, it's just far
Back
enough
here.
away too that you have light speed, light years, whatever. You have all that crap at play. So you got to find a quicker way to get there within.
What's a trip?
What do
to-
you mean?
What's a trip to Mars? Like 9 years?
What do you mean a quicker
No.
way? Because
3
don't.
years?
hey,
It's a couple years, isn't it?
so, hold on a second. See, this is where I get lost too. A quicker way. Because once we get to a certain point,
7 to 10
5
months.
mile or whatever,
Okay. That's quicker. Than
we don't propel. We're just using
well, we do.
centrifugal
Like,
force.
You're using
no,
propulsion.
That's
We're-
not necessarily true. Like, on
No,
the-
it's true.
on
We
the-
shut our engines
you
down.
do.
and
You do.
you-
let orbit
You don't
do its-
accelerate.
You
Yeah.
do, but you
You're
don't.
not accelerating
Right.
anymore. You're riding off
So-
of the momentum.
Yeah,
you've
the
already-
momentum of the Earth, right? It just launches you.
No, I mean
Right.
you escape Earth's velocity. You generally, I think most of the models have like going to Mars. You use the moon as like a slingshot effect, and that pushes you to Mars.
Right.
But the point is, with space, there's no drag, so it's like once you achieve a speed, you just keep going at that speed.
Exactly.
It's
So,
like,
like, that was my point, though. Like, you don't need.
You
got a
oil
great
that
fuel.
motherfucker.
So, because that was the first thing I questioned. I was like, how did
Well,
we have enough fuel to get to the moon?
it comes
right?
to it comes
doesn't
to
take that
play.
much.
You know,
once
so
you leave Earth's gravity,
so you
that's
s-
the challenge.
it-
It doesn't take much, but you gotta leave Earth's gravity, and that's what that
Right.
entire gigantic.
They did it in the
Right.
fucking
That's
60s.
the rocket. That's the rocket. Is that gigantic thing? And I think the thing that I would
That's
point out.
going 17,000 miles an hour.
well, it also comes into play. You slingshot off the moon.
They don't believe it.
You have
Never
have
been to
your
space.
point of origin. but
no
you're not always going to be flying in that straight line.
I didn't say that.
So you have to use the fuel
kind of did
to help push in the right direction, if that makes sense. Accelerate.
Well, you don't accelerate after you get outside of the radiation
They
belt,
did.
right?
They did it. I think you do too. I think there's
'Cause it's
a
all
couple.
calculated,
There's a couple
right?
points I think on the way to
Yes.
the moon that they
Yes.
accelerated.
Once you get out of
right?
your
Am I wrong?
propel,
I don't know.
You-
We didn't go, did we?
I'm just talking in theoretics, like
well,
what
I mean,
they told
what
us.
they do is they propel
Now,
until they get to a certain point. From what
You-
I read, I'm not a freaking scientist or any of that.
Yeah.
shit.
You know what? Fuck
What I read,
scientists.
they launch out of our orbit and then they
Yeah, that Jeff
shut
Goldblum's
down
full
the
of shit.
engines.
Jeff Goldblum.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
It's the only
'Cause I
scientist
questioned-
I know.
well, I mean, I questioned that. Like, how did we have enough fuel to get there? And I read, and you get to a certain point, and you're launching off the gravitational pull, and you shut the engines down. You're
Yeah, you
not
don't need
burning
to.
fuel.
You're correcting
and it's
close.
launched you, and you're just
just-
basically You're going this direction,
push ya.
and you're waiting on the moon to land where you're going to end up.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, I mean, the
wrong?
moon is rotating around the Earth,
Yeah.
and then all you're doing is
Yeah.
you're aiming for a spot that
You're
you're,
just
going
going
to
boop,
intersect it.
You're shooting a bullet,
And then you
basically.
catch it, and then you ride around
Yeah.
you take the gravity from
Then
the
you
moon.
take the
and it
gravity
keeps
from
you
the
there.
moon, and then it slingshots
Correct me
you
if
back.
I'm wrong, but I think they just released something that says like Jupiter's moon doesn't rotate around Jupiter, or like they've started to realize that moons don't rotate around.
That would be news to me.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think I read an article about
you-
this.
I
I'm
think
not
you-
making this up. I read a lot
High
of shit.
Times. He's reading High Times.
No,
again.
I read a lot of shit. You maybe we can Google this off air and talk about it. But I did read something about moon. I think it was Jupiter's. Doesn't rotate around Jupiter. Jupiter rotates around its moon.
Nice. So it runs the show.
And
It
the
runs
theory
the
is
show.
maybe we're fucking wrong.
Well, I mean, there's always a chance that we're wrong in science.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that that one's kind of hard.
that morphs
I
in
mean,
every-
dinosaurs are fake, right?
Yep.
There's chaotic orbits, like there's irregular orbits, like it's not a perfect circle. I mean, it's the same
right.
thing with
'Cause it just like goes in a twisty turn.
But-
whatever they
fucking
say.
figure eights.
Yeah, big old figure eight,
yeah, it's figure
You
eights.
might
That's
fucking
what
hit
it is.
each other. Ah, shit. No.
just flossing through the atmosphere.
So does the universe stay in the same place?
I don't believe in the universe.
There is no universe. Yeah, there's no the
Y'all,
space.
Never, it's
that's a
infinity.
different question.
flat Earth.
It's a
Yeah.
whole different question.
We
You
just
guys
live on a
actually
flat-
believe in
No, like the Milky
universes?
Way. The Milky Way.
There
Does
is
it
no
stay
Milky
in
Way.
place? Or?
Stars are fake.
I don't know. You tell me.
Light bulbs.
You tell me.
Y'all
bub.
believe in that shit? Like you think you think that they actually identified planets and they're like there's multiple galaxies?
So you believe we're the only ones with where you're going with this? You believe we're the only ones?
Oh, there's no other planet.
I believe
This
I
is
don't
it.
fucking know.
This
Marshall
is
is
it. This
my
is it.
answer to that. And I
There
believe
might be
that
another
they
simulation out
don't
there somewhere.
know.
Yeah, glitch in the
If you're gonna-
matrix
if you're
like
gonna-
Mike's chandelier.
Here's
Right.
my answer: is like if you're gonna bill me, or you're gonna sell me a bill of goods of that this is an ever expanding thing and there's multiple galaxies.
I
and
didn't
blah
say
blah
that.
blah. Well, multiple galaxies with multiple planets that we know about. I've got an island to sell you down in the Caribbean. Like, no, I don't know.
But I also think a big
I
part of
would
that
like to go
too
to
is
the
because you
Caribbean, by
can't
the way.
understand how they're doing it. I
It's
think
a
that would be
whole
an
di-
argument that I
yeah.
would make is that you're looking at it and say the math doesn't math to me, but that's also because listen, there's so many things I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of
No.
biology and chemistry. Like none of it makes any sense to me because I just don't know it.
Sure.
I'm not ingrained with it, and it is hard to understand.
How
but
do they
that-
know it? We've never been there. Is my thing. We've never been there. You can't know it.
Well, I think we've never gone to we never shrunk down to a molecular level to see how things, to see how cells interact. But we can do tests, we can do experiments to see. Well, we put these two things together and we get this result.
Well, that's
And
different. Though.
here's
You
why
can
it's
actually
happening.
grab that cell
Right.
and play with it. You can't grab the universe. and
Not
do that.
always. I mean, it depends. Again, a lot of it is listen. Math is imperfect, and I agree with you.
Right.
That, listen, some
It's
of
never
the leaps.
always right.
Listen, they make some leaps. Like I saw the other day, they talked about a planet that had a giant ocean. There was like an eyeball. There was like an
Yeah.
ocean, and then there's just
Yeah.
there's just land around it. It's like I feel like you guys are reaching on that.
Yeah.
But I also believe that there's ways that you could reasonably tell that there's a planet around a star. Like you can look at it and say, okay, I can see from basically the brightness of this that I can see that when it dims, we can measure the dim and have a sense of what's blocking the sunlight coming in, because that's how they measure it. And they can also see, depending on how close it is, you can also get a sense of what the composition of the atmosphere is by the light that goes through whatever that object is.
But also, based on our math, we know that planet's probably not there anymore because it was 1 million years ago that we just saw that fucking picture.
Isn't that
It
crazy?
doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It just depends. It depends on
so
how
what
many
you
light
just saw
years.
doesn't exist anymore.
That star exploded
Fuck off.
1 million years ago.
Yeah.
Because it's so many light years away. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, I guess it's just more a matter of what you believe in. I mean, bullshit.
Well, no, that's science, though.
Yeah, I mean, some people believe in science. Some people believe in hocus
Hypotheses.
pocus fairy tales written down in a book.
I feel
and
like
the truth
what
is-
they've taught us on space is hocus pocus fairy tales.
But
that they
hasn't
don't know
science
anything about.
I mean,
progressed, though?
it's no more questionable than a guy rising from the dead based on no evidence. There's no picture and there's no video of this.
30,000 books.
It's a leap of faith.
30,000 books written about.
But hasn't science progressed?
It's one
though?
story. It's the same story.
Like if you
30,000
just
times over.
It's
if you
one
just
story.
look at the last
It's a powerful
100
story,
years,
but it's one story.
if you look at the last 100 years, hasn't science been wrong a lot?
most
Well,
of the
sure.
time.
So like we can't say it's
I
right.
wouldn't say most of the time. That's not fair.
I mean, it transitions every.
Well, science
20,
wouldn't
30
say they're
years.
wrong. Science would say they're evolving.
Right.
I think there's a reasonable
that?
amount of science that you can look at and say like, that's questionable. But I can also look at it and
Always
say
Sunny.
like, what do you think we have plastics?
hilarious.
No, I agree. I love science. Like I do
Fucking
love
relates.
science. It's just that when you start going outside of like the physical realm that I can touch, see, smell, and we can test, I don't believe you.
Hey,
Don't
will you
believe you.
pull up the video from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
And bring up science is fake.
Science
sometimes.
is fake. Just type that in. Always Sunny, science is fake. If you guys want a good fucking laugh to end this session, okay, we have to watch this because it is absolutely us.
Also, cliffhanger. Why did NASA stop researching the oceans
Was
in the
it-
70s?
Why were they investigating the oceans to begin with? Why was NASA doing it?
Allegedly mapping the ocean's floor.
Well,
But
NASA was originally invented to do the oceans.
I think Mike said this before.
Not invented. That's
Mike
the
has
right,
said this
wrong
before.
fucking word.
I will tell you this.
Created.
If there's something Mike, I totally can get behind what he said before, is that there's a certain level of intel, okay, with the ocean floor and space to where they're like, we saw something that we shouldn't have seen. You know what I mean? We saw something we shouldn't have seen, and we're not going to broadcast this. I think there's a little bit of leverage with that.
Sure.
I will get behind that because you can't just drive your car to the moon and check out the moon, right?
And
I'm
you
sure,
can't just go to the bottom
and
of
you
the
can't
ocean.
go to the bottom of the ocean either. So
We's know as much as the bottom of the ocean as we do fucking space.
knows.
We's.
Wheeze knows.
Because
Please knows.
blown up submarines, they'll tell you about it.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
Too soon?
And on that note,
and that's another question. Like, why did we stop exploring the depths of the ocean? right?
I don't think we ever stopped. I just don't think we're broadcasting what
Exactly.
we're finding down there. I think we're finding things that are making
Yeah.
us question the
I mean,
nature
really,
of our existence. is
really,
what
it
we're
stopped when Bill Paxton found the Titanic.
doing. I'll do it. And she knew the whole time. She had the goddamn
bitch.
necklace the whole
That
time.
bitch.
They should have thrown
You
her
know what?
ass
We should
in
talk
there.
about Rose.
That
What
bitch,
hoe?
Rose,
What
she is
hoe
the
throws
villain.
the throws?
She's the
Yeah,
villain.
she
How
throws.
dare you
her
let Jack
family,
die like
you know,
that?
she's old 80-year-old, and she's like, "Fuck my family for this
I am
homeless guy I
not-
banged 90 years
I
ago."
am not a proponent.
He's right.
I am not I'm not one who's
She's
gonna
the villain.
throw.
She is the villain.
She is the villain, and I'm not.
That is.
I can't show that video, by the way. I have to, so we'll just end it. I can't show that. It's,
Oh,
yeah.
that's all good.
We'll show it after we
will
close.
watch this together.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
hilarious. Great episode.
Yeah.
Fiery episode. Love it. Love it.
Lots
love
of
it.
emotion in this episode.
No, it's good. It's so good because it is such a big argument going on in the world right now because of the intel. I will land on there is no
Not the
intel.
moon.
There is no intel, right?
I hate you.
The boys are back. First and 10.
Marshall Huey.
Back again.
You know what I mean?
Guess who's back?
Back again.
I've been mapping the ocean floor, by the way.
Go check us out. We are literally have zero leverage on the moon landings or anything in space or anything in the ocean. We don't know what the hell we're doing.
We're not doing tomorrow.
We just talk about it because we are normal people, just like you.
But if you want to pay us to have an opinion, we're certainly on board. So hit us up, First and 10.
Bake in there. We're all over the place.
Also, if you're a University of Miami fan, Hoosiers!
Oh, man. Dagger. Go check us out on social media. Our full episodes are on YouTube, Spotify. All of our clips are all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're hot. Get out there. Like and subscribe at First and 10. Bring it. Peace.